Good day everyone. My name is Edmond Juano Hipulan from BSN 1 Batch 2, and now I will discuss the mathematician George Boole. First, George Boole was born in November 2, 1815 in Lincolnshire, England, and George Boole died in December 8, 1864 in Bolton Temple, Ireland. First, you need to know George Boole is English mathematician who helped establish modern symbolic logic and most algebra of logic, and now we call Boolean algebra. Is basic to design of digital computer circuits. And George Boole was given his first lesson in mathematics by his fathers. His father is a tradesman who also taught him to make optical instruments. Aside from his father's help a few years of local schools. However, George Boole was self-taught in mathematics when his father's business declined. George Boole had to work to support the family at from the age of 16. He taught in village school in the West Riding of Yorkshire. And he opened his own school in Lincoln when he was 20 years old. Oh. And during his leisure time, he read mathematics journals in the Lincoln's Mechanics Institutes. There he also read Isaac Newton's and began to solve advanced problems in algebra. And George Boole submitted a stream of original papers to the New Cambridge Mathematical Journal, beginning in 1839 with his research on the theory of analytical transformations. These papers were on differential equations and the algebraic problem of linear transformations, emphasizing the concept on advances in 1834 in an important paper in the Philosophical Transaction at the Royal Society, for which he was awarded the Royal Society first gold medal for mathematics. And he discussed how methods of algebra and calculus might be combined George Boole so that his algebra could also be applied in logic. So George Boole applied algebra from the logic and developing novel ideas on logic method and confident in the symbolic reason he had derived from his mathematical investigation. He published in 1847 a pamphlet in Mathematical Analysis of Logic, in which he argued persuasive that logic should be allied with mathematics, and one of the first Englishmen to write on logic, George Boole, pointed out the analogy between algebraic symbols and those that can represent logical forms and syllogism, showing how the symbol of quantity can be separated from those of operation, which George Boole in 1847 and 1854 began the algebra of logic, or what is now called Boolean algebra. George Boole's original and remarkable general symbolic method of logical inference, fully stated in laws of thought, enables one given any proposition involving any number of terms, and to draw conclusions that are logically contained in the premises. He also attempted a general method and probabilities of any system of events to determine the consequent probability of any other events logically connected with the given events. In 1857, George Boole was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society, and the influential the treatise on differential equation appeared in 1859 and was followed the next year but it is sequel. Treatise on the calculus of finite differences uses a textbook for many years. This works embody on elaboration of Ball's more important discoveries, George Ball. Abstruse reasoning has led to application of which he never dreamed. For example, telephone, switching, and electronic computer uses binary digits and logical elements that rely on George Ball on logic for computer or for their design in operation. And remember for about George Ball, George Ball is an English mathematician who helped establish modern symbolic logic and Wood's algebra of logic, and now called Boolean algebra, is the basic to design of digital computer circuits. And about George Ball is to design of algebra in algebra of logic and now called Boolean algebra to design of digital computer circuits, and yeah, that's all.